All right, guys, so here we are. Big baseball fan here. Brett McMahon with my 15 minutes. I just couldn't hold back any longer, folks. This is driving me insane. So I'm a huge Red Sox fan, grew up in Boston. Let me tell you, I left when I was 18 years old, and it never has gotten out of my blood. To this day, for those of you who know baseball, 162 games a year. I'm a guy who probably watches or listens, figures out a way to do it, even though I work and everything else, probably 150 games a year. I go to Fenway Park once a year, twice a year, and when they're out here on the West Coast, I go see them if they play the Angels, I get out of the Padres. I just love the Sox, always have. So don't hate me, you guys out here that are Angel fans and Dodger fans, but it's true. So here's my deal. We have this new general manager, Bloom. He's been there for a couple of years. I got to talk to you, buddy. Here's the thing. Boston is not Tampa. I got a news flash for you, and you probably figured it out. They're going to kill you there, and here's why. We can't go to the trade deadline, have people who, they live and die for this sport back there. That's just how the fans are. It's a different base. And so, you know, we get tied up emotionally with this team. We love this team. When you're going to the trade deadline and you need a couple of players and you believe you have the right team, which I believe we had this year, and, you know, we just not a whole lot happens, and I understand we don't want to raid the farm system, but it's very depleting to know that we have a team that can go out there and get it done, and then we just don't make the moves to get it done. And again, hey, I respect what you did in Tampa, but again, this isn't Tampa, okay? Here, it's a short porch. And, you know, I think Cora's a great coach. I think he does a great job. He's proven it. He's won a World Series. And regardless of whatever they want to say happened down in Houston, I'm a big supporter of Cora. I think he's great. And we had a great lineup this year, okay? We got Duvall, we got Yoshida, we got a lot of guys. Turner was fantastic, the new kids. Casas has done a fantastic job. Duran did a fantastic job. And of course, Devers. We got a great lineup. We produced enough runs. Where we got hers on the pitching. We don't got a guy who can go 5 innings. I mean, it's consistently that way. You know, again, not far away, but we really need to upgrade the pitching. I'm sure you're aware of that. You know, Mr. Bloom, we got to get it together here, brother. This isn't 1975 where, you know, we lost the World Series to the Reds and when we lost to the Mets. We just can't tolerate it. It's a city of champions. We're looking to win, and that's the way it works. So, you know, Dombrowski, hey, he might have sold us out a little bit there in terms of the future, but we won a championship. And I'm not advocating for that, but when I look at that farm system, I see a lot of hitters. You got a lot of guys coming up. The 2 guys you just brought up, Abreu looks great, but we don't see the pitching coming up. So to me, when Verlander was out there and Scherzer was out there, and you had some guys that maybe would have made a big impact, even if they were rental, you know, we didn't pull the trigger. And so now, conversely, we're out. We're not going to make it, and we're not going to get the high draft position because, you know, we're going to end up in the middle of the pack. And then the Indians go out and claim all these guys from the Angels, so they may end up in it. Just very frustrating if you're a Sox fan. So, you know what? They say spring is eternal. There's always next year. But I got to tell you, buddy, I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of Red Sox fans. 2024, we got to get it together. And we got to win us a World Series or get a pennant. And, you know, it's no salvation that the Yankees had a crap year. Okay? It just isn't. So, again, Brett McMahon with my 15, looking for my Red Sox to turn it around and make some progress in 2024.